So I just took the fuel tank out to paint it and I was cleaning it up and it's got a big rust hole in the bottom of it, so gonna have to get that fixed or get another tank. So I won't be painting that today. So I just want to have a quick chat about the buffing procedure. So basically, buffing or final finishing of the clear, there's a few different ways you can do it. I've done it a lot of different ways myself. The way that I still use a bit in the traditional way is just, manual labour, sanding blocks, 2000 grit sandpaper. You can use 1500 grit sandpaper or 1200 grit sandpaper to take down some of the harsher stuff, but I've found in my personal experience that it doesn't buff up very well. So if you say you have a run or a pretty bad imperfection, some crap in the paint, and then you flatten it off nice and quick with 1200 or 1500, you'll have to go over it with 2000 to get rid of all of those 1200 and 1500 grit scratches before it'll polish up nice. The other way I also do it is with the sander. You can use an orbital sander, but it has to be a sander with a small orbit, so that if some sanders have a big, like a 5.5 or a 6 mil orbit, that's too harsh. The sanding pattern, it comes out too big, and you'll never polish it out. So this is a sand that I've got basically just for fine finishing. It's got a 2.5 mil orbit. Use a small foam pad and 1500 grit or 2000 grit sandpaper. And other ones that I've got that are really good are these Sun Foam 2000 grit foam discs. I use this on the bonnet. They're great for flat surfaces, quickly cutting down peel, and they buff up very easy with the polish. So I'm using a white foam buff pad on my variable speed buff at about 1800, 2000 RPM, and I'm using the G6 Rapid Grade cut. So after this, I'll show you, I'll switch to a fine buff pad, like a black one, and I'll use a swirl remover and then a hand wax, and this thing should look pretty good after that. Alright, so there it is. It's getting loaded onto the trailer and delivered back to the customer tonight, so it's pretty much done. It still needs a few things. There's a boot trim missing. We're waiting for a new one to come in from Rare Spares, some door lock seals, a couple other things that I'll have to get back onto, but for now it's going back to the owner's house to get a few bits put back on it, and then it's going to the mechanic, I believe, to get all the running gear and everything put in. So I'm sure we'll see it again for a few little things, and it would be good to get a look over the car when it's all done and on the road. So if if you want to see that, leave a comment below and I'll try and make the effort to catch up with the owner when it's on the road and maybe go for a drive and see what it looks like all finished. But yeah, for now, make sure you like and subscribe because I've got another couple of builds coming up that are probably going to pique a lot of people's interest. A few customers' cars and a couple of my own cars. So stay tuned for that. Until then, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Really appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the content, and I'll keep on bringing more for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. Hate to be that guy, but it helps me out heaps. And I mean, why would you want to miss out on any of this awesomeness? Come on.